Welcome guys for a new episode of Paranormasight. I don't exactly remember what we were doing the last time, but I think we are kind of picking up with the story. If I'm not mistaken, I think now we are the day after, like it's a brand new day, and I think the detective Tutsumi got threatened by the serial killer Nejima. I think because he got out of prison, he's now out on a revenge against Tsumi, and the detective has like 12 hours or something to try to find him, or he's gonna kill people. Something like that. There is like a whole new the plot shifted after that. And I think we also have some news about the high schoolers too. Basically, like, the story has changed a little, and I'm surprised that it's now like happening in daytime, because I thought it was all gonna like happen in one night. So I'm not sure about the length of the game yet. I do have a lot of questions. Like, I'm still wondering if the janitor is actually Nejima. And if he is, then I do hope that they will not kill one of the high schooler. Mio or Yako. Also, I think we're gonna be introduced very soon to the dead cop's wife, right? I think I don't know. It might be one of the last characters to join, because I think then the cast will sort of be like full-ish. I'm not sure, because I'm pretty sure the game isn't that long now, right? All right, let me see that. I'm gonna go over this. It's so funny because Shogo Uki really played as a tutorial for the game, and there is maybe no salvation for this poor character whatsoever. Haruhi Shigima can... Oh, yeah, right. We can go back to Haruhi Shigima because she went back to the mansion and nothing happened to her over the night, which surprised me because I thought she was gonna have like another choice, but apparently she can really go back. And she did not have to kill anybody in the night, which is a good thing. Probably a better ending for her. Tatsumi is probably gonna talk to the wife of the dead cop. And the girls, it's kind of like, you know, it's stopped there for now, so we can only like proceed further later. So we're gonna go to Haruhi Shigima. I'm always gonna try and go in the order the routes are displayed here on the side, right? I know you can't really see much. So whenever there is a new Haruhi Shigima's route, I'm gonna go back to her and then I will play the rest. Since here, I think we were like playing Tsutsumi and then we continued with Tsutsumi for this one. And then we had also like the girls. I think they were like asking questions to Hitomi? Yeah, Hitomi's help. Yeah, that's the name of the girl. That we saw in school, at school during the night before. So let's go back to Haruhi Shigima, and then after we're done, we can go back to Tutsumi and maybe we'll unlock something new for the girls. I suppose. Life can be tough. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the cursed stones while Haruhi lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. Okay. That's right. Michael Jackson is basically doing things, and she isn't really doing the dirty work. I don't know if she can get like a good ending, but yeah. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope you can make good progress today. How's your cursed stone looking? Haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Oh yeah, right. The powers don't work when it's daytime. They said that. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That is like why you're so late this morning. There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. I forgot what he was investigating. I think he was investigating the girl that committed suicide at school. I think that's what he was trying to do because I think it's linked. It's not linked to Nejima. Was it linked to the disappearance of her child? I can't exactly remember what they were searching about the girl for, but okay. Very well, let's talk. I actually can't remember. Why did we need to do... We need to know about that again? The town is beginning to wake up once more. The clamor of society can be heard from beyond the garden gates. Like any day, a cloud of pollution drifts out from the industrial area. I think we got a sticker the last time, so there is no new sticker. And I don't think I will get them all anyway. But just try to get as many stickers as we can. This is the old mansion where I was born and raised, okay? Entrance. The ones in the mansion at the moment. The door has been locked shut, okay? The housekeeper has already left after cleaning and preparing food, okay. So at 10 AM, nobody's at home except me. We may be surrounded by curses and death, but it matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again. Let me just check something real quick. Alright. Examine Rishtakai, Michael Jackson. He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating. Okay. Poor guy didn't sleep. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. What's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes? Oh. I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than what you would expect. Oh! She has money, that's true. But I don't think the price would ever suffice for resurrecting someone. I'm pretty sure anybody would prefer resurrecting someone over getting $1 million. No? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not, but I feel like some would. People would prefer resurrecting people over the money. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas with it. Of course, why any amount would be fine if it would get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regret the way you did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. Okay, but I don't think... Did he talk to Crossbearers? I think... Oh no, I think he was telling the college girl, wasn't he? Or maybe not, I don't remember. I think he was, and I went back to the mansion. She was probably fishy. Do you have a Crossbearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other Crossbearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. I wonder who killed Shogouki, by the way. Could it possibly be... Namigaki? I think that was his name. Was it Namigaki? Oopsie. Was it dead? I like how his only purpose is to get a girlfriend. Like Shogouki is such a we don't care nobody guy. Yeah, maybe he did because he killed someone. And I don't remember who the corpses are. They have yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh yeah, one was the teacher. Oh, I think I mentioned that before, but Nejima said that he had a curse stone, and the thing is, the teacher died as if he was like he died from the curse stone from Yoko, except that Yoko did not kill him, and I was like wondering if maybe Nejima could copy the powers of the other curse stone, but that's a bit too busted in my opinion. But that would make sense because like that would be him then, and it only like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that can be done with the cast already, aside from the wife of the dead cop. I feel like if Nejima was someone, it has to be the janitor, right? The janitor was acting suspicious, and we also got like a bad ending when Mio got killed. So after we said that Mio was in the building, so I feel like he is the serial killer, and the game kind of hints that it is. But I would love to have some more some more, wait, what's the word? I forget the word for that. I do hope that my assumptions are actually wrong. I would like to get some more plot twists. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That would be great. Because it kind of hints too much that it could be the janitor for Nejima, and I don't want it to be the janitor. It's too obvious. Oh my. Only 3? Only 3. Only? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were conspirators, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough subjects. I think one of the 3 victims also is... was it a woman? I think it was Namigaki that killed a poor innocent person. And then Shogo Ukie. And the last one is the professor. So I think the 3rd person is like just like a nobody woman that we do not care about. And I feel like maybe Namigaki would have killed her. That's what I thought. Even if the victims were conspirators, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough subjects. For what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seem a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the conspirators must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all off to the power of resurrection? They may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul drugs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action, and then we offer them the deal. Okay. We could. None of the conspirators seem very proactive. I wonder if the situation would be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they're likely after the rite of resurrection as well. You're thinking this person isn't one of the curse bearers. You've got a sharp mind. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky since, as a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. So it would actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers competed each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is a safer course of action, which is why I figured it best for us to attempt the same strategy. How should we do it? There's no reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether your aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. I don't think that's Nejima, would it? Would it be someone else? We're running out of characters now. I'm not sure who it could be. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers who collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing but... Oh! That's true? Shogo Ukie collected enough soul dregs, but he still died. He was not even able to perform the rite of resurrection. Maybe it does not exist. Actually, the rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Saying it might be for notes, do you want to give up? Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. This really is like, to me, it really looks like the Saint Graal's race in Fate. It's really the same thing. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. Sorry. I appreciate the flattery. With this Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. Who the fuck is that? Is that... Oh, that's the college student, right? She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. Even determine their address, you not want to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator. Investigator extraordinaire, sorry. My French came out. I called every single university's ukiyo-e in the curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It does not seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some sort of trouble. Oh ho ho! Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? That's true. I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. Oh. Couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I would like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Hold on. Oh yeah. Again. Wow, we have a lot to talk about. Next is a tall man who is dressed in black. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Who? Who that? Who's that? Impressive. What can I say? Who that? He works at the secretary to... Ah! When did we see this guy? Did we see him in the streets? Because I forgot. I think we did. The guy who works with Shogo Okie. No, but he's not a curse bearer, right? He was not. Oh! What if Shogo Okie got killed by him and he is now a curse bearer? Because it seemed like... Oh my god. Shogo Okie died from his own curse. How did he manage to steal it? Oh my god, Shogo Okie really is a good for nothing man. He works at the secretary to Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yeah, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she would want her factories running at full capacity, but with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right, even 10 years ago there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. What? No, that's an interesting thought. Oh. Oh my god, you have so much to talk about. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul drakes, right? Oh, him. And I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to probably identify him. That's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh. You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the rite of resurrection, the one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Even he is involved, how awful is suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? What if he has 2 stones? What if he gave one to Tsutsumi, but he actually has another one? That would be funny. I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first, understandable. Of course I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. I'm sad Tsutsumi cannot use his curse stone because I really tried to, but I was not able to. There's no bad ending for Tsutsumi, you know. Prefer to a certain for who else is a curse bearer. First I will return to Hihaku Soaps to see the man in black. The headquarters are down on South Warigesui Street. Okay. Oh, it's over now. About the kidnapping. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Jonoichi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure, it's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It would be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who apparently committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true, both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it would be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. Oh? I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If you wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. Sorry. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse on taking a walk would be should be a fine place to start. Right, let's get together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. Okay. Think. Where should I go to begin my research? Which places have stood out to me most so far? The soap thingy? The soap factory? Should we? That's us. That was Midoricho Park. We can start with that. I hope I'm not missing out on things though by going different streets and all. Is that the soap company? The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Warigasu Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Okay. Maybe we will catch the other guy, but he probably started working already though. To think a small soap making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. The Queen! What the fuck? Chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market and 7th largest in the cosmetic market. For its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsue Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective and a well-timed economic boom to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued to expand, digging its roots deep into the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding toward the rapidly expanding convenience store market. Its flagship products now include cosmetics, detergent, soap, shampoo, and more. The company's name Hihaku can also refer to kasuri, a type of pattern fabric. I see. That's what Hihaku means? Oh god. Persons of interest. Oh, that's her? Ugh. I didn't think she's gonna be that old. Oh my god, that's so long. Natsue is the former president of Hihaku Soaps, a large chemicals company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she retired, that's why. She still wields great influence over the company from her position of chairwoman recently. There have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical abilities, earning her nickname the Witch of Hihaku. What the fuck? Prior to the war, Natsue enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory, She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rising popularity of Western-style clothing is the post-war period, Natsue left the textile industry. However, a note to her past can be seen in her company's name, with hihaku being another name for kasuri, type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven with dyed fibers. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products which quickly gained a good reputation. Even the shroud businesswoman ever the shroud I still need to know how you pronounce this word. Even the shroud businesswoman Natsue run an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer, rapidly turning hihaku soap into a household name. Okay, I see. It's whatever, really. You mentioned that Takumi works as a secretary. That's correct. Do you think it's possible he is acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A customer with both money and power could certainly look at reservation as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature might prove difficult. I'm so hungry. I need to munch on something. Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area. Surrounding? I should the same. Surrounding. Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Warigesui ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshicho Station or Ryogoku Station, though it's still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning lantern and the food-washing mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well. This is quite a lively area. I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center. I'm wondering right now if you went to Midoricho Park. No, it's not this one. The park where Shogouki died. Would we actually see Yoko? Because she knew him. A Vargasuri, literally partitioning ditch, refers to a waterway dug down the middle of a road so as to divide it. At the dawn of the Edo period, the Honjo district was even more than a collection of suburban rice farms. As the area became more developed, the South Warigesui was excavated in order to drain rainwater into the Yokojiken River to the east. Though it served the people long and faithfully, it was converted into an underground culvert at the beginning of the Showa era. In the present, no trace of it remains on the surface but the street that bears its name. Oh shit, I wanted to examine the guy and talk to him. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's the curse bearer. I'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit the cafe for some tea perhaps. Okay. He tells me he barely slept last night and yet he seems to be brimming with energy. Was I too resilient at this age? Was I too that resilient at this age? Perhaps it's what sets apart a detective from the rest. It's because they're too noisy. Too nosy, sorry. They just want to know what's happening and they just can't sleep until they find out, you know? So the influential person at Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. I wish to propose we use money to negotiate from the curse stone. But we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. That's true. Though it could maybe help them. Let's say that Hihaku Soap is not doing so well. Okay. Okay. Well, should I? Where do I go to a nearby cafe? I guess I should leave. Oh no, I'm going to go in. It might be a while. Maybe a while? So feel to find somewhere to kill time. I think there are like many like translation issues in the game. I might not be like 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I found like a couple mistakes. It's a bit sad. Okay, good luck in there. I think they are. Sorry to keep you waiting. Well, that was fast. How did it go? It will last... I'll last forward to the conclusion I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night, but he doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connection to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone on our own. Maybe he actually stole the curse stone from Shogouki, but he gave it to the chairwoman. I don't know. Excuse me? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I thought it was gonna be the end of the chapter. I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night, however. You said your name was Richter, right? I have a favor I would like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? It's only to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right, we lack time. I confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the hunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. I did not think I would be saying this guy again, though. Like, I completely forgot about this guy. I was so happy to have killed him, but I'm very sad he's still alive in this world. The real one, probably, because Shogouki doesn't really exist. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. Shut the fuck up. Didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is a prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you obtain the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. Rampant? So you're telling me the queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. I think, isn't it like Yokura is like a fan of Suigen Gamyodo? I'm not sure. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? There are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. Is it wicked or is it wicked? I think it's wicked. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. What? You're lying. You're a fucking liar. 6? Wow, I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we're on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment, considering its importance. I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now. Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. Can we kill him? I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume? I don't want to hand it over to him, though. How prudent of you, I will oblige. Oh shit, we did? And that's how it went. Oh. So they aren't after the right after all? I won't be so quick to trust him. Oh. I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with the Aura Stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. He seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's bluffing. Poor there. I think he's bluffing. It's trying to spread the rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has got like powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mistake. That's unsettling. Would that it? But I'm not sure. Would it be that? Should we go now? Oh shit, where am I? By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee, really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation though. Despite that, I've reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. Okay. How interesting that the queen of Hihaku, or the witch whatever she is trying to get her hands on the right of resurrection. It's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is and isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. Should we go to another place now? We should avoid Hihaku for the time being. It will be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. Okay. So I guess we are going then. That's done. Let's do Midoricho Park now. Wait here, this is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. Okay, that's why we're here, I forgot. What's that? That was a sticker. This place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru. Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai's home was also in this area. This might be why Ayame chose to live here. Okay. I wonder if she really is in the Carlsberg, are you sure? I feel like she's actually like lying about this. A small park bordering South Warigesu Street sporting a mixture of cherry and evergreen trees. Although unremarkable in most respects, its small playground always attracts a number of children who come evening. While no trace remains in the modern day, it stands on what was once the site of the Tsugaru estate. The legendary artist Katsushika Hokusai is also believed to have been born in the vicinity. Okay. Who's that? That's... Is that someone? This is gonna... Yeah, I know, but... It looks like the shape is a bit easier to make up. I mean, to... Like, they're closed, and usually they don't look like that, but okay, that is a bit spooky, whatever. It seems picking up Ayame Mistral is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Rich just seems to like kids, perhaps because they're on the same wavelengths. We won't get much down standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't need to speak with her, do you? No, I would prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I would like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movement. Then be my guest. Okay, I shouldn't be long. I'm back. So, nothing? I'm afraid no, she still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite them being so covert. What can I say? It's part of my job. Oh, I see that they changed the background. That's why. Because they're people that are doing things. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it's meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. Maybe she's dead. You were planning to go that far? Maybe she's dead. What can we do about that? Won't make much progress singing around here. Okay. So we going? What a waste of time. We should move on quickly. That was a waste of time indeed. Let's go. What a waste of time. What? That was truly a waste of time. Disappointing. Here we are at ground zero. Come back at the high school. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Are there stickers around? Looking for stickers. Surrounding. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers. That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. That's true. Especially with the way you're dressed. You know, no offense. I'm just saying. Oh shit. Did not mean to... School gates. It seems the officer is still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. He appears to be wary of those police officers. Maybe the police really do have something against private investigators, just like in those detective novels. Why is it moving to behind his back like this? Like I did not do that. The two people have died. A teacher named Kohei Jonoichi and a student Michiyo Shiraishi. Is there anything else to be gained here? This place is said to be connected with the story of the false procession. I think I've been saying false possession most time than full possession. I wouldn't be surprised if a crossbearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if the teacher was a crossbearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curse. Says, I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Sure? Oh, I'm so hungry. Inquire. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back. So what did you learn? The school kid sure loves a good rumor. I was practically droning in stories about Mr. Jonoichi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought, but there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi. Really? The story's got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. Okay. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that you see don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pig-tailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school last night. Oh, that's her. Pigtail. Is it not? Oh, maybe not. It's not. Are they talking about Yoko? Is that supposed to be a pigtail? I thought that was called like a tall ponytail. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl. Not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing... Yeah, no, okay. It was Michio, okay. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true... Oh, all to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that would be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. The student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all of the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no. Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house. Okay. Can I talk some more? Can you imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder? It may do well It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. I can see that. Michiu's home. I would expect her family might be able to tell us more, but it's a hard topic to bring up so soon after her suicide. However, it's normal for a high school girl to keep things hidden from her parents, especially if it involves criminal activity. Okay. Okay, I guess. Michio Shiraishi's house. Okay. That's a creepy street. How did it go? I want to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home, however. No one seemed to be here. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. Yeah, that's weird. Is there a sticker around? I'm still looking for chicken sticker. No idea. Surrounding. It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? Can I look at something else? Maybe not. What can you think? I don't understand why no one's come to this house even after Michio committed suicide. I wonder if this place is okay. Yeah, that's weird. No. Rishikai first. I've never liked this messy and cluttered back street. They give me the jitters every time. Yeah, me too. It's reassuring to have someone as strong and tall as Richter accompanying me. He looks so unfazed. I suppose the detective is used to this kind of thing, always investigating and chasing criminals. I wouldn't be cut out for it. Me too. Me too. I think Richter's pretty good looking too. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I made a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year. That's so. I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident. Oh! Leaving behind just the two of them. I forgot. I think I completely forgot. I think Yako mentioned that. And I forgot about that. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwai? Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. What of this Iwai character? I forgot who is Iwai. He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him not hit Michio. That's terrible. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the Shiraishi standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. That's awful. And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely and seems relieved that things finally quiet down again. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. She comes from a good family, so she has her own problems, I would say. Oh, we don't know this guy. We don't know this guy at all. I feel like I may have heard about someone named Iwai, but I did not have the face yet. And maybe I'm mistaking him for somebody else. I don't know. The common law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. Kankichiro started coming and going from the Shiraishi household a little over a year ago. It seems he has served some time in prison, but the details are unknown. But I think somebody mentioned... Oh, it was probably Hitomi. She mentioned that she had problem with her stepfather, right? That he was violent and abusing. Uh-oh. Hmm? So you came here too. Oh no, not the girl. What is it? Has to be her. It's not. Oh! That's me! Would we have seen them if we did their side of the story? Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? Ah! Sorry. I like when characters like cross paths. Does that mean... Oh, that's the same street! So if you do this, you also meet them. With dusk fast approaching, they have no time to waste. With that in mind, Tsutsumi and Erio direct their investigation toward Komagata High School and the Shiraishi residence. They do! I just hope I'm playing them in the right order. I like Tsutsumi and Erio. Let's do Komagata High School and then we'll meet with the other two. Oh yeah, we were around. We were around. Oh, we also meet the high school girls. Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kinda wandering around aimlessly. Gymnasium? Komagata High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of the buildings around here are still made of wood, but the space looks safe and sturdy. Okay. Look at Jun Erio. This is something on my shirt. Don't tell me I stink. It's so cute. We'll talk to the ladies after. Okay. Surrounding first. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a firestorm of rubber knickers. The atmosphere is kinda tense with this many cops around. School gates? Oh shit. The school gates will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession and of course where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Would we actually confiscate the stone? We need to have a chat with her, I think. Ideally, we could talk to someone who was involved in the incident. Easier said than done, though. Oh, we can also probably, like, know if they're, like, you know, lying to us. That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? Oh my god, don't tell me that's... No way. Oh my god, don't tell me one of them is your child. No. I think his daughter is at university. I do. Yeah, I do. This is a divine intervention. We're brought here for a reason. Come on here, yo. Wait, what? Huh? That's weird. Oh, hey, aren't you? You must be that high school is courting child labor laws. Who I've heard so much. Are they talking about Mio? Say that again. Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Tsutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. Okay, I was right. I mean, Mio pretty much said so, I think, but yeah, it is Mio who is helping her family is helping detectives and like the police, the police officers and shit into investigating like the supernatural cases. I would prefer not to work for free, but to be honest, don't you worry about that. You help us out, you can have whatever you want, boss straight. Wait, really? That's so cute. Thank you so much. I always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Ah, so that's what the title of the chapter was. Fancy sushi place, I think. Fancy sushi. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza I've never been. Let's go. They're so cute. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service. Hold on now. What just happened? I never said I would... Sushi? Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? You guys are funny. You should do stand-up. They are. I don't know what the cast for Mermaid's Tale is, but I like how diverse the cast for the first one is. Seven Mysteries. Because, like, you have some grown-up adults. Tsusumi's probably in his 40 or something like that. 50, I don't remember. Elio is pretty young, but he's still like, you know, like in his 20s. And then you have Haruhi, who is like in her 30s, and Rishio is probably in his late 20s too. And like, I like how the cast is not just a bunch of like high schoolers, and I'm a bit scared that Mermaid's Tale is basically just a bunch of young, not teenagers, but people in their 20s or teenagers. And I do like having some mature characters and not just like a bunch of youngsters. It's always nice. It's refreshing. Forensics is still investigating the area. I didn't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there were too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it would be good to have Mio look around the scene too. Okay, that's why he was like, Mio, you need to come. It's usually easier to let Elio do the talking when it comes to young people, but we only have a day. It will be quicker if I take the reins this time. But he did manage to win them over with the promise of food. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, sure. So Mio, she's like a disciple of the Paranormal Affairs Chief. I've heard that she helps out with the investigation free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss protege, she helped me plenty while I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage, plus quite the brain to back it all up. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. Mio is my favorite character so far. She's my favorite. She's so fun. So this is Yako Sakazaki. Sakazaki, right? She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? Oh my god, he acts like a dad. If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. But I better not say that out loud. I don't want to make her look bad. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love that. I love that. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? This is what that this random girl you know is already involved with the case. Sure. Mio, let's talk. How much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the fear of shadows, which boosts the power of curses, and brought forth the 7 mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least, that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. And I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the rite at the locals of the 7 mysteries. We managed to gather 3 stones so far, including this one, the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have the Curstone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind me. Oh. She does? Is she alright? We could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. That's a turn of events I did not think about, and I'm really enjoying this. Like, I expected everybody to just do their thing in their in their own route, and maybe it would not be like one route for everyone, and everyone would get like a bad ending and a good ending. But also like throws the run away for the others in a way. But here I feel like they're like joining teams, and that's I never expected that. That's so fun. Can I talk some more? Thank you. Please keep collating the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school. We're here last night. Yeah, you see? You two were using a spirit board. That's so cool. So that's when you run into the curse eco. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse eco we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. What? Oh no, who's that? Oh! Oh no! That's Nejima's! Oh! That's Nejima's! Oh my god, right! I forgot they actually saw something. That means Nejima really was in the building! It's Nejima, oh my god. Oh my god. It really is him. Is it this one? Ever Burning Lantern? It's not this one. Kills by... This is normally one who resigns themselves. No. I don't remember what it's called. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Once I did read. That's the one Nejima has. Nejima. Oh my god, now it really is the janitor. I think it's this one. Once I did read. The once I did read, this is bad. What's so bad about that one? You idiot saying the curse bearer of the once I did read is Nejima. Fumichika Nejima, he admitted it himself. Oh, he admitted it? He admitted it? Yeah, himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case, Nejima would have been here last night. What? I mean, it's impossible. It's possible he was lying to us, but what? Who's Nejima? No clue. Oh my god. So it really is the janitor. At least I didn't beat around the bush. We already know. I mean, it better be him. It could also be the historian. I think it could be the historian because he was here. That could be the little plot twist. Could be him. But the thing is, again, I do not think this guy is Nejima because he was known as historian. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh my god, that's terrible. About Fumichika Nejima. So Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. He said he's going to massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get your daughter too? That's why you've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. Just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Oh my god. Hitomi, as far as we know. There was us, Mr. Jonoichi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. Oh, Yako needs to talk about the historian too. Don't forget Oma and Ashimiya. Wait, Hitomi, do you mean Hitomi Okuda, second year student? Why, yes, why? Boss. So she was here last night. I saw Hitomi earlier though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yeah. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she would become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. I see. Don't worry, this is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about that police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that? Did Hitomi say something about him? Yeah, she did, actually. Oh my god. If we're talking about people who were at school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details. There was someone else. Apparently Hitomi actually saw Mr. Jonichi getting cursed and killed last night. Well, what? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was... Michi was the one who killed Mr. Jonichi. Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me, I wasn't here. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonichi was killed by the curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michi or not. Damn, boss, do you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nejima was behind Jonoichi's death. But what about Hitomi's story? About his editor, actually, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to this school though, so I have no idea. And he's around 50 years old. He came to your school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. That would fit for Nejima's profile, but that's a little too obvious. I'm not sure it would necessarily be him. I see. Thanks, I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this. Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see? What are you? No way. Eddie, you'll have the officers of Priya and the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Oh god. Bad news, apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they have been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. That's all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He had always avoided it. Ha 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 ha. You'll call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Yes sir, I'll contact the issue right away. Oh god. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of that. To think he was so close to us this whole time, it gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my cursor last night. Oh, what if he can copy? He can copy the power of Kirsten if you show them to him. And then what he did is that he managed to actually see the Kirsten of the historian, but that doesn't make sense because he didn't have his Kirsten anymore. And that's how he wants to kill everyone. Once it's dark, he manages to turn off the light. He can kill people that will be in darkness. That would be the Kirsten of the historian. Researcher. I don't like this one bit. Najima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then could it have been old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? I almost told him that you were still in the building too. Yeah. What? You did? Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't say anything, right? You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. Yeah, I was too honest last time and I messed up. I messed up. I need to look at the scene of the crime too. When are we done with the discussion though? This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law. Help us. But the mastermind behind the Feast of Shadows. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of these 7 mysteries first came about. In this case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Araichi? I would very much like to talk to him. Alright, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe. Oh, Kurokiyo Cafe in Kamezawa. Thanks, we'll head over here then. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes though. Don't worry about it, I'll love it. Thank you. That's all it takes? Okay, that's all it takes apparently. There must be a mastermind behind everything, someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. I want to find out why. Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Yeah, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talisman could they be, bosses? Boss. Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about them with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I would like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure, she never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good now. I was fine with Yoshimi though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that would be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then, do you think she would talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. She might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Yeah, we haven't yet, I think. But you chose Awa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'll be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Alright, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. Told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi for the police headquarters. From the police headquarters. So it was a Nakagoshi case? What is that again? Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Did you check on that? I will, but well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is it with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes, Nakagoshi is the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. What? All of Paranormal's affair cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases? What's up with that? What? That's so weird. That amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. Okay. Who has it? What was that thing you mentioned about Michi earlier? Something about a grudge. Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Edio. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory though. Okay. After examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide but a vehicle collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide. Wait, a van speeding? What? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? What? Ah. What? What? A van. There's a young man in the driver's... What? Woman, what? Oh shit, I wasn't able to read. Yes. Wait, was I... Are you back now? Who do you feel? You're covered in sweat. I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I wonder you're crazy there. No problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite a surprise. What the fuck? What? What was that? Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specific if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jonoichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that, I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but I see. Well, I have expected it with something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. That's so creepy. Michi, what happened? Okay, I think she's done. And she's done too. Let's talk to... No, we're done talking to Eddie. However, we can look at the scene. Scene of the crime scene. What's that rope all about? It indicates where Jonoichi's body was found. They've moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yeah, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Call it, Eddie, or you're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little too much for a kid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Are we done now? Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the scene, you're right. Traces of a curse still linger here. I figured as much. Does that mean Jonoichi was killed by one of the curses of the Seven Mysteries? Yeah, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Okay? Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. No, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Tsusumi. She's going to get the wrong idea. That's amazing, Mio. You're a professional. You think? Totally, you're cool, even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Boss Forensic is calling. I go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Okay. They found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What is that? A ribbon? Oh, the kind you use to tie up your hair. I've seen that ribbon before. Oh no, it belongs to Michio. You have. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What? Does that mean that Michio was here? Are you sure? The poses they have. Definitely have the same one at home. We brought them together. That has to be yours. Then, did she come back to life somehow? But how? What the fuck? What the fuck? I have so many questions. Can I talk to her? If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Jonoichi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Oh, is there anyone else you would have a grudge on against? Yeah, her father. Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Oh. Okay, it's over. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't know where you were a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu Chozawa. It may be worth it to check Michiyo's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it, thank you and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi about a way to lift the curse. Alright boss, let's get going whenever you're ready. Woohoo! Let's think though. We'll leave the curse lifting to the girls while we're looking for Nejima and Shozawa. There's also the matter of Yoshimi's talisman, but we won't get anything done staying here. We better get a move on. Am I even at half the game? Oh my god, I feel like I have so much stuff to do. Let's go then. I'm so hungry. Oh god. Oh no. It continues the story. Oh, it's over for them? And that's how we meet them? Oh. I see. It's definitely not nighttime yet. Definitely daytime yet. Okay. We are going to continue one more chapter at least, I think. Let's do this. Haru and Richter visit Michiyo's home, having determined her to be a key player in the unresolved kidnapping case from a year before. As the complicated story begins to unravel, they encounter two men. Oh yeah, we're back on how do we... Okay, 2 men, so damn. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, it's only 10 a.m. There you go. Near the Shiraishi household. Music is so nice. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's Jun Erio. I would hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here is the brilliant Chief Inspector Tutsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. So you two are detectives? This is my client, Miss Haruhi Shigima. Her father is a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. Oh, I forgot. A big wig named Shigima. Boss, you know of this guy? Should have heard the name, but you know, I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry. I am my own person after all. My father has nothing to do with any of this. She's so pretty. Did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business in it like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives, how rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all your criminals with a smile. That's our motto. Oh, lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on 1 second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. But you're right about them not being your typical detectives. I like them. I like this zoo so much. I thought we might cause trouble standing in the middle of the street talking like this, but so far we haven't drawn attention. Then again, that might just be because nobody wants to get involved with the case. Can I look at something else? Probably not, right? It seems they were acquainted, but also like they haven't talked in a long time. I'm just gonna look at everybody, talk to Richter, and then talk to them. A young and energetic detective, he seems to have a strong sense of justice. If my son had the chance to grow older, perhaps he would have become an officer just like him. Oh, it seems like he's got a lot of experience working in the streets. Most of the officers I know are the bureaucratic, desk jokey types. The contrast is rather striking. Yeah, he's a fine man. Haha. I guess knowing how to deal with cops is also part of an investigator's job. Not quite, the two of us used to be comrades is all. Comrades? That's right, Richter used to be part of the police force himself. He quit a few years ago to go solo. Is that so? You should give it a try, Erio. There's more freedom in working as a private investigator. I can't say much for the quality of life though. It's been 2 years, right? I hadn't heard of you since you quit. I didn't think your business would last, but here you are. You sure you don't want to return to the forest? We'd take you back with open arms. What? To sit on my ass and watch the birds fly? I'll take a pass. I don't belong in that world. Come on, Richter. We need your talent. The public needs you. No, you don't. This is my calling. The police will manage just fine without me. I'll keep on tying up all your loose ends, saving the little birdies you abandoned. Can I talk to him some more? I can't believe you were actually part of the police force once. That's the story behind everything, ma'am. I don't regret my time on the force. I wouldn't have the connection I have today without it. What brings you here, Richter? You're on a case? That's right, I'm picking up the police like... I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last night. Yeah. I remember now. You're that Haruhi Shigima. Oh no, last year. Right? Wait, did I think I misread that. Last year, yeah. Did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Munesada Shigima's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am. Indeed, the story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. And unfortunately, the department isn't willing to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. They never caught the culprit. That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place then? That's right. an individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right, as of last week, they're deceased. We had hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we would try again. Interesting. It sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like this. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. While I do consider the police my people, so you consider the blame to be shared, you've got a stern side as well, I see. It sure doesn't look good on the police to be- oh, okay, never mind. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something we'd like to confirm with you. Uh-oh, the tone shifted. And that is? Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. If you insist. What'd you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? Oh god. He knows if I'm lying, but I feel like if he knows I'm lying, he will let me, like, keep the stone. Can't say I know much. Oh, she answered. I did not. Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Oh! Michio's dad, I think. Tatsumi, I like how Tatsumi has a stone that that like reveals if somebody's lying to him. It's the most useful one for a detective, you can say. Wait a second. I assume they were talking about you, investigator. Oh. Wait. I thought... maybe. I thought it was the father. Iwai. Oh, he's not wearing white. Where am I on? No, he's not wearing white. I thought he was wearing white too. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. And as it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary? Out of ordinary. I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. We were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you gotta say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't it? It must be something big if they got your head office guys on it. I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection. And these curse stones are somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and all the mumbo jumbo to play into this all. But if we're talking shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Wadigesu Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. But what you think? Considering the location, could have been Hideki Araishi, who already got his curse stone. Impressive, you two working quick. Did you see anything else? Now that I can remember. That's a shame. Okay. If you see any character who look like they might be carrying a curse stone, it would be a huge help if you let us know. Absolutely, I will let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand on our case too. There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, you know? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, I can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Oh shit, I'm done. Okay. Oh, Eddie has some more things to say about, to talk about. By the way, that reminds me, Risher. Yes. You said the dude who used to live here... Why did I say... Why did I read the dude? You said the person who used to live here died last night? Last week? Last night? Oh my god, last week, yes. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by any chance? You knew. I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously, Michio was involved in curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi? Alright, Hajime Yoshimi's. That's right. He died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard it. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there is a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Journeval division and Michio. Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about unforeseen development. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Should I to tell you the truth? What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi? So he wasn't just rambling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction. Testimony you mean from those psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true then... Did you figure something out? Oh, Kenkichiro Iwai. Oh, maybe he's dead already. Oh my god. Oh my god, how do we look so fucking scared? Kenkichiro Iwai, he'll be the next victim. Yeah, that's what I thought too. We have to open the door to the Shiraishi's house. We need to look inside. Maybe the guy's already dead inside. That would be so funny. Sorry, maybe not funny, but I don't... You know, he was an abusive father, so who cares? What's got into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that. You know how long that would take? We can ask for permission later. He's so smart. I'm pretty sure he's onto something. He's probably right. Maybe he's already dead. Richter, calm down. We can't just... Oh no, it's at the end of the chapter. Please no. Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still the same as always. I like how Haruhi is just like following her around, but she's not saying much. Like, that just shows how quiet and observant of a character she is. And like when you're having like one-on-one discussion with Richter, he's gonna do most of the talking and she's gonna listen and like maybe say some things. But with like more people, she's just more like of a you know, like a well-educated lady, reserved and everything. Everyone come quick, look at this. Oh god! Wait! Pictures of Nejima? Ah. Whoa, what's up with this room? But there's a dead body in here. There are pictures of Nejima on the walls. Could that be Michiu's dad? Yes. Now he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's got to be the body of Kenkichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I would say it happened last night. Hey dude, did you find Jonoichi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohei Jonoichi had died from a number of heavy blows. Wait, who? Kohei Jono... Ah, okay. What are you suggesting, investigator? Wait, no, it can't be Michio. Like, I thought it was Nejima. I don't understand. What are you suggesting? It was Michio Shiraishi, she's alive. She faked her death? She's not... But the body? No, they found the body. That can't be true. So it's really a spirit that could be hunting them? She used the power of the curses to get back at the man who ruined her life. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived... What if she also tried to kill Yako because she was resenting her for not helping her before? She could very well try that. Rest in peace, Echo. It's got to be that, and if she's alive, then I got the Nejima pictures on the wall, bro. It's so weird. What? What? My apologies for interrupting. I know it was just a really interesting plot point. Fuck you! But you do really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Yeah, I did not think so. Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? But I thought they looked at the body. Seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? I don't. I mean, I thought it was Nejima. But I don't understand what would be interesting for Nejima to do that. I would have you answer me a question. Fuck. Were you in Honjo? Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? That's a very good question. Oh my god. Okay, the storyteller makes me so fucking scared. And creeped out. I don't know. Where was Michio Shiraishi at 8 o'clock this morning? Was she there? Probably killing him? No, probably not. Oh my god, does this have an... is there even like a good... wait, let's try to think. Michio Shiraishi. If Jonoichi was killed, he was killed in the night. And he was killed in the night, then that means the body was... I mean, she was there. Because she cannot use the curse. Let's say she was a curse bearer. She cannot use the curse the curse stone if it's like daytime. So where could she be right now? Ryogoku Bridge? Unlikely. Yes, Yasuda Gardens? No. Midoricho Park? No. Shiegima Residence? No. Kinshibori Park? No. South Warigesui Street? No. On Oji Bridge? Don't think so. Michio Shiraishi's house? Maybe. Komagata High School? I don't think so. Komagata Bridge? No. I also don't really understand what's happening with Yakko. I don't think the good answer is here, is it? And I don't think I have the good answer anyway. I don't want to like attempt to get it right. This is like out of a chapter anyway. It's a one-time interaction with the storyteller, and I don't think you can get the answer right. And I don't think it would throw it. I don't think it would throw away your run anyway. I don't. He's gonna say, why do you think she's in the house? Are you stupid? There's no good answer for me in here. I see. So that's what you think. Let's take a moment to reconsider what you know and choose again, shall we? Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck off! He was like, are you dumb? Could she still be at school? Let's take a moment to reconsider what you... Oh my god. Where would you... I don't understand. It's about the power. I don't get it. Food washing machine? Kills by crushing one, which is a comment. Is it that? No. Kills by disembowelment one who finds... No. Oh, that's so freaking spooky. Taiko? What's that? I have no idea. This guy is gonna be like, oh, this girl is so stupid. She gave like all of the wrong answers until she finally got the right one. Oh god. Oh, is it the clapper? No, it's not. It's not. Stupid me. False precision, right? I was like, maybe that's the one. Kills by Fadalful one who hears its music. No, it's not this one. I don't know, man. Leave me alone. Where was she at 8 in the morning? Am I supposed to know that? Am I just plain stupid? Maybe I just completely missed it out. And where was she found dead? Is it this place? Where could she be? Like, honestly, I have no idea. What? I give the two most obvious answers. What about candy shop? It can't be. Unless we're hinting that she is Yako. Oh no. Oh no. I was like, what if she's the spirit of the false precision stone? No. But I was like, it could be Yako because I saw the shop, the candy shop, and I was like, what? Is she taking? Is she being possessed? Is she possessing like Yako's body after the Ouija board? Congratulations, you were correct. You got it wrong 2 times. Well, it's a trivial matter. Oh god, please don't say that. It may have been easier to reach a conclusion. Have you considered the cause of death? I mean, I did. I did. It's just, it did not make sense to me. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. Fuck you. It still doesn't like half make sense to me. Why would Yako do that? Unless we cannot trust Yako. Unless I cannot even trust Yako. Oh my god, I don't know. But like, maybe Yako is having like out of like body experiences and we don't know that because we're not playing her when it happens. Because the power is legit Yako's curse stone. And she was also having a weird hallucination where it hinted that she kinda like remember what happened with the accident. Could Michio be in her body now that they used the Ouija board? I have so many questions. You really think Michio Shiraishi is alive? Just think it through and it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Ryo, go report this to HQ. Understood, I get on it right away. What the fuck? This is so weird. But why was this guy obsessed with Nejima? I don't understand. Was somebody obsessed with Nejima? I started investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs a looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person passing on the wall over there. Oh, hold on, there's photos. They're all of Fumichika Nejima, gross. Really, come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. There's an even more pasted up over there. These are all cutouts from newspaper and magazines about the Nejima murders. I don't get it. Why the Weirdo Shrine? Let's keep looking around. Oh, that's so weird. I have so many questions. There's so many questions. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the look of it, I would say he's Ken Kishiro Iwai. You've seen him before. I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it would be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. Cruel is what it is. It's amazing. There are candles and stones with inscriptions placed all over. Are these tools, for some ritual? Don't touch anything you hear. That's right, considering this is a murder scene, we ought to leave everything as it is. All of this can be used as evidence. If anyone besides forensic toys with it, it will cause trouble down the road. That's true. That's true. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world this is. They're magic runes they're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time they're useless imitations, though I wouldn't get too excited about it. Who knew this chief inspector was such an expert on the occult? I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject. Don was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course the person in question was dead serious about it all. Maybe like right of resurrection but trading one body for another? I don't know. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism, or it may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry. Oh, that's true. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly black magic. The practice of using magic knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. I'm not a big fan. I'm not really fond of black magic. Yeah, I don't really like those. In contrast to the socially acceptable subjects studied by the intelligentsia, I don't know, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day, war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers. As heresy, these rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility. I have so many questions. Can I trust Yoko? I mean Yako? Oh my god, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Maybe that's a plot twist I was not expecting, for example. It looks like the thing is spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual or whatever was something he attempted up to recently. Plenty of the neighbors mentioned having heard strange mantra like noises coming from here during the night. What? He did that? You think Iwei was the one chanting? Hard to say, it could have been one of the Shiraishi as well. Was it trying? Oh my god, wait a second. What if he was trying to resurrect Michio? I don't know. I don't think he was the one that killed her. Could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn whatever it is that we're trying to do. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them were written in a foreign language. It will be a pain to look through all of this. Let's save them for later. Continue to look around. Okay. Really? This place is disgusting. Did Michio Shiraishi really live here? It is disgusting. Like, I agree. I totally agree. Newspapers, get out. I will look at the book later. That picture is also super creepy. Look at this. Pictures of Fumichika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. Maybe that's actually Michio that did that and not him. I don't know. That's fine. What if Michio is a sick, crazy one? You think the Shiraishis is somehow connected to Nejima's case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. Do you just think Nejima might be involved in all this too? Do you think he might have anything to do with the body here? Maybe the man's already out on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse sent now. If he knows that from sundown today, he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold on the bastard. So he hasn't changed his way. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say. That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found a hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say! You were a kid from back then. You were really brave, you did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before, fancy that. Oh, wow. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. That asshole, I wonder who put the idea into his head and now he's got the one-sided view too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. Do you see? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to say but here. The fucker wants to get us old antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it will be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if Iwai and Fumichika and Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. Can I talk some more about the Nejima pictures? It's the same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Nejima? This is quite a spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Richter. You're quite a spectacle yourself. Do you mean to compare me with the likes of a bizarre criminal? This aren't just cut from publication, they even snapped a number of shots on their own. They must have admired him. Why else would they have collected so many pictures? Whatever the case, it's certain they were obsessed. Okay. Newspaper cutouts is not the same thing though. The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Nejima. They might have had some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration? But then... Okay. Sliding door, maybe? Before the drawer? Oh, window. What about window? With the window and storm shutter closed... Oh, those are called shutters. I keep calling them blinds. I don't know why. No light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. The sliding door leads to the kitchen and barely fits the frame. Okay. Old books. Let's look at the drawer. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right, AU's in here, so let me take a look at it. Let's just close this in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they would be expanders. Was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see, thank you anyway. Okay. Then let's look at the old books. What'd you say, Chief? Would you let me look through if I wore gloves? Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead, thank you. There seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same rules are written here alongside detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you would call this grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me though. You think this Iwai guy was studying them, perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes beside the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. Iwai doesn't look the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Can we like compare the handwriting of Michio to this one in the book? Because I feel like it could be Michio's. But why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of Yas. Perhaps he was trying to become young again? What? No way. This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection like the rite? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. What is it? This looks like a journal. It's probably Iwai's. A journal. His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow. Now this is something. What is it? What did you write? This is quite a find. Let me give you a summary. So this Kankichiro Iwai fellow has been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. The chairwoman? Is it connected to the chairwoman of oh, what was it? The soap factory. Whatever. I don't remember the name. Okay, so he was into black magic from the start. He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire. Was he being funded by the soap factory? Business? This is starting to sound kind of familiar. You don't say. First, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. Oh, God. Okay, Michio is maybe not involved in this, my bad. I threw the kid under a bus. That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not coincidence, it seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after he made the news. He admired him rather passionately, oh my god. You might even say he worshipped the man. Worshipped Nejima of all people? This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anybody who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. That's true. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. Since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it laid out like this, the thought of Nejima being involved with this grimoire is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders. Yep, it's been a mystery to us all from the very start. What now? Wait just 1 minute. Do you think... No, wait, are you saying... That's right, the murders might have been for a ritual? A ritual he was attempting to perform black magic? The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carried out by Nejima. You've got to be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic? That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Nejima and Iwai were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane. You're telling me that Nutjob did this all for some hockey-pocky resurrection? Shit, resurrection. That means there must have been someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life. Damn, that's it. That has to be it. Wait, who? Fucking hell, it all makes sense now. What? What is it? So about the Nejima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public. Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby? A baby. It was a girl, looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So was Nejima the father? He told us he had found her under a bridge. Found her, she was abandoned. I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens? I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind. And it's starting to sound more likely now. Could Michio be... Could Michio be... Nejima's child? I have to stop drawing conclusions like this, but... It's starting to sound more likely now. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima's guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted, okay? Back then a lot of girls went missing. Yeah, I remember all of that. Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant. So he was resentful to the girls that may have left their babies under a bridge. That's a fucking shitty reason to kill people. I'm just saying that. Goodness. No way. What if Michio was pregnant? And that's why she was killed. And maybe... Oh my god. What if Nejima killed Michio? Because she was pregnant. And I do hope Jonoichi is not the father, but who could it be if it's not Jonoichi? Oh my god. Oh, that makes sense. I think it makes sense now. That's horrific. He killed her. And dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. Oh god, no. Okay, that's disgusting. Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation here. But I, for one, never believed that man would just take him a baby he found under a bridge. Yeah. I'm feeling sick. Oh god, stay strong, mom. I know this is hard to hear. Oh god. Oh no. Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now that this whole resurrection magic has come into play, we should consider the possibility with his child. Could Yako... I wonder if Yako is actually like has a double identity and she's actually like playing revenge. I mean, the only thing we could know is that if we actually like got the curse stone from Yako and we actually know that it has soul dregs in, then it would confirm that Yako could be the culprit. She's maybe like plotting things in the back and trying to have revenge on whoever did wrong to Michio? Maybe? Either that or she's being like possessed by Michio, I don't know. But I think Michio was pregnant and that's why maybe she was killed by Nejima, aka the new janitor. And then maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. No, I don't think so. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true. That's an interesting thought. If there is anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, this is what is as good as a guess as any. The fact that he obtained the curse stone suggests he had an interest in the right of resurrection. You're right, and here I was thinking that he was only after the curse power to massacre. I don't know, man. Chief Inspector? Yeah. What happened to the child? Without the birth registrations on file, best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future. I'm glad she was taken care of. Could it be Yako? No, I don't think Yako was adopted. Oh my god. What a twist. This place is disgusting. Did Michio... Oh, read that before already. Okay. Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's more reading in Iwai's journal. We know Iwai had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol Nejima while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick. Right, he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic. Correct. Turns out someone gave him the idea. Oh my god. The mistakes in translation. And get this. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps herself. There you go. That's Yamamori, of course. The chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps. So that's where this is. Yeah, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Magic, rituals, and rites shall use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of Yos, and the like. So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into Rite of Resurrection as well. Wait. Hideki? Wait. Hideki Araishi. He got money from the old woman? Wait, what's her name? I already forgot her name. Oh yeah, that's her. Another. I forgot the name of the soap. Oh, Natsuya Mamori, okay. That's what it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the Rite of Resurrection, starting to sound likely. It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again. Godly powers, what's it all about? You can ignore that. Either way, I think Iwai took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep a low profile. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? This has something to do with me. Oh no. Oh god, wait. Oh no. Oh, you can't mean. You realize then, perhaps. They're the one? They're the one that kidnapped my son? Iwai, right? Not Michio. Living sacrifice? Was a child. Kankichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. Oh my god, no way. That's exactly that. My son? Iwai moved in with the Shiraishis to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his Yaw's restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life source force from someone young. Oh my god. Oh no, of course. That awful man. So it was Iwai? Oh, and he's dead? Iwai worshipped Nejima, so he must have also despised Nejima's detractors. Not to mention he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embrace the police, and acquire living sacrifice at the same time? Fuck. You got it. Iwai kidnapped Arue Shigima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. Oh. Oh no. You're telling me then that that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child. Oh. I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money, his aim was to humiliate the force, it all makes sense. You must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and then kidnapped him on his way back home. That man, he took Shuichi. Oh. Just calm down, I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand, you'll never understand. Living sacrifices were a stupid idea from a stupid little man. Oh my god, the plot is so dark. Let's just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go get some fresh air? I can't believe this. Oh my god, what the fuck? Chief, I think it's best we take your leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in this journal. Iwai got in contact with Nejima last year after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodation and financial support. Is that so? He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishis, it seems most went to Nejima instead. If Nejima's lurking around anywhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout. Did he write where it is? Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things. She was probably killed by Nejima because she knew too much, maybe? That, or also because she was pregnant, but now I think like maybe it's because she knew too much. What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Wait, no, she's alive. No, she's... I mean, you can ask Yoko. I mean, Yako, maybe she does know. Michio Shiraishi is alive. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout too. I don't understand. I thought the body was being... I thought forensics looked at the body. She should be dead. I don't understand. Investigator, I'm asking you. Should be going. The lady isn't well. Oh. Oh god. The common law husband of Michio Shiraishi, mother, Kankisho started coming and going from the Shiraishi's household. His body was discovered at the Shiraishi home. He once made a living by placing... Are you fucking kidding me? Why is this so fucking long? Oh my god, that's the longest profile we've seen so far. Made a living of placing advertisement in magazines to sell funny magic items and good luck charms. He held a nostalgic yearning for the post-war era when things and people were simple and has nothing but negative things to say about the rapidly developing ostentatious world of late. Relying on his belief that it would be better to tear down society and start over again, Kankishiro was discontent with his life spent poking around in society's cesspool to make a few coins. When the Nejima murders were widely reported in the media, it had a great impact on Kenkichiro, as he witnessed how a single act by a single man could cause a major rift in society. Perceiving Fumichika Nejima as a great hero, he began collecting every piece of information he could find on the man. Kenkichiro was later arrested for his illegal business practices, and a chance meeting with Fumichika during his incarceration solidified his idea. Oh, yeah, right. Captivated by blah, 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 talk on black magic. Following his release, acquired the grimoire. Fumichika had hidden away. As for Toshiko Shiraishi, he set his sights on her after encountering her at a part-time job. When he learned that the Shiraishi family was in financial trouble, could not afford to send Michiyo to college, turned on the charm and took advantage of their weakness by offering them money. The guy is fucking ugly, but okay. My god. He revealed his true colors, however, after moving with the family, and used violence and money to keep Toshiko and Michiyo under his thumb, all the while his belief in black magic deepened, and he found a sponsor in the Hihaku Corporation. Kenkichiro forced the Shiraishi family to perform various rituals, with any attempts to resist being met with merciless beatings. The mother and daughter were helpless to resist, I see. After Hihaku offered Kenkichiro great sums to intensify his work with black magic, he set his mind to sacrificing a child in order to perform a Yo's restoration spell. For this purpose, he chose Shuichi Shigima, the son of Harue, against whom Fumichika held a grudge. He attempted to enlist Michiyo so as not to alarm the boy, and when she resisted, beat her mother 20 times. With Michiyo's assistant, Kenkichiro kidnapped Shuichi and locked him up in the Shiraishi house and told the young and courageous boy that he would kill Michiyo if he tried to run. Okay. It is interesting to read the profiles. While his actions were motivated by a personal grudge against the policy, was first and foremost an attempt to create a societal uproar and breakdown in public order, so Kenkichiro painted the crime as a regular kidnapping, demanding a ransom from the family. However, because of an embargo of the press, the kidnapping did not cause a public outcry akin to that of the Nejima murders. Infuriated, Kenkichiro had Toshiko perform the sacrifice ritual by threatening to kill Michiyo if she refused. Toshiko killed Shuichi in his sleep. Oh, but the spell failed, for which Kenkichiro blamed her. Oh. Oh. Warning. Michiyo to keep silent about the murder to avoid incriminating her mother. Kenkichiro dumped the boy's body in a nearby river. The tiny corpse was found a week later in the Sumida River after floating through several canals in Honjo. Having drifted for days in the polluted waters, little evidence remained. Although Kenkichiro performed no further sacrifices, his devotion to black magic only increased. Toshiko and Michiyo spent their day consumed by guilt, forced to continue serving Kenkichiro until the day they died. Oh my god. Wow. 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 Okay. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right, but Richter, I feel grateful towards Michiyo. Because she killed the kidnapper? There's that too? But it's for something else. If Michiyo is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now. Soul dregs, I mean. Oh. Hey, Richter. Oh. She snapped. Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back, but right, resurrection can. And if Nejima is planning to cause a massacre to call it Soul Drake, then all the better. I won't give up on resurrection. Oh, Harue. I know she can't have a happy ending, so I'm counting on you. Oh. God damn. God damn. I think this is our Michiyo here. I have no idea. I have so many questions. Oh my god, this game is not done yet. There's so many plot twists. Some things could be like, we've seen them from afar a little bit, but some other things I did not expect. For example, that Michiyo's father was gonna be into this shit. And wow, that he was the one that kidnapped that kidnapped her son. Like, I completely forgot we were also looking for the culprit. And we just, like, understood that now. It makes sense. Getting a child because you want to, like, get your youth back and everything. Okay. Well, rest will be for next time. I'm gonna have to go now. But, I'll see you guys for a new episode of Paranormasight next week. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far because it's so interesting. This game, I knew it was gonna be dark, but I would say Shogo Oki's route is pretty edgy and more like fun. Funny? Not fun. It's funny and edgy. Because the character is pretty... Yeah, he's bland. But the rest of the story is so dark. And as soon as they talked about... I think Nejima, and I'm not saying about the kidnapping that went wrong and she lost her son. That was already dark, but as soon as they introduced a serial killer and something that happened in the past, you knew it was gonna be dark, but I did not think it was this dark and like black magic and shit. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week for a new episode of Paranormasight. Take care everyone.